I saw another day, all we do is scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, thinking of about the same mistake. Darling, when you go away, it won't be as simple for you.
Yo, guys, sorry, like obviously I'm here. It's Old Man G here again. Apologies, few things, I'm sorry. Apologies for the fact that it's like a late show actually. So I apologize for that. It's 10 o'clock. Usually we'll do these weeklies at 9. But I was with some colleagues, so I had to take care of that. The second thing is I have a feeling that I misscheduled the thing for 9 o'clock. And so for those who got reminders, I think I was going late and wondering where the hell was he? Where was the Q&A? I don't know what's going on. I apologize for that as well. So again, apologies out all around. But what I will say is if you're new to the channel, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, like, smash the notification button, play this Manchester news. And obviously in the football news. Now, this is my weekly Q&A. I'm trying to keep it like consistent on the Wednesday, like midweek. To basically address any questions that you guys have obviously did me on Twitter, obviously in the chat, etc., etc. But also to just almost have like a midweek review on what like the latest and breaking Manchester United news is, or just general football news, and have a conversation about that as well. Eddie, who was here at some point, is a big up right now. Just hit the like, and I appreciate their body as well. So I think right now, because there's a lot of news that's just happened today. I'm gonna quickly, and I'll start with actually dropping by Fabrizio Romano. There's obviously a lot of stuff regarding De Jong, Martinez, also Koulibaly. Like it is in the title, so I will be discussing some of that stuff. Just quickly going into Fabrizio Romano. I'll obviously speak about Martinez and Jong in a second, but I'm seeing around the spaces that the Lisandro Martinez deal is imminent. Now, from what I gather, yeah, okay, so 20 minutes ago. So this is okay. Yes, okay. Here we go. Lisandro Martinez. In fact, I should probably edit this title actually. And let's have a look. Because it looks like it is imminent. Okay. Sandro Martinez. That's deal. There we go. I'll change that. Right. I'll change the title because I'm assuming everyone is talking about Lisandro Martinez, so I might as well. So I've changed the title. Congrats on the Lego set trophy RDS, says Well Dizzy. Shout out to you, Well Dizzy. Shout out to you, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. My only query with what you're saying is I don't understand. Atletico haven't won a Champions League, so I'm a bit confused. I'm very confused. And also shout out to Niall, who's now a silver member and have been a member. For those who are, it doesn't come up, but for those who are members in chat, I am upgrading the member icons and adding a few more things, so it is what it is. So yeah, expect to see a lot more member related content coming through, player profiles, upgraded icons, emojis, all the rest of it, so get involved. 1-0. I'm not sure 1-0 is in the if that's a preseason vote, I'm not in it. Well, that interested in it actually. United preseason, so 4-0. I'm like, yeah, it's good so long as he gels. But the real talk will be when the season hits on, man. The real season. So we play Will you play you soon, RGS? I mean, are you really gonna count? Are you really gonna count this is playing well, Dizzy man? Um, I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, what are your thoughts on the I know HH will be starting soon on the streaming soon, but what are your thoughts on the Lisandro? In fact, I'll start it Martinez deal imminent. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just switch things around a bit because Lisandro Martinez, it looks like the deal is imminent. So I'm gonna switch to this. And I'm going to switch to Fabrizio Romano. There we go. So let's have a look. Let's look at old Fabrizio Romano, man. Remember to like the vid, guys. Like the vid, guys. It goes a long way. Now, is there more members joined yet, like Eddie? So latest member was the latest member was Manchester United TV, who says, "Great signing, guys." For some reason, the members for 2 months chats don't come up for some reason. So I see Mike. Mike's in the chat and says, Martinez is a good deal and Koulibaly is great. We'll talk about Koulibaly actually in a second, actually. Um, uh, Thoughts on Chelsea signing Koulibaly, Sterling, and can't remember who the other one is. Who Chelsea have signed? Who Chelsea have signed? I think is German. I think. Last time I checked, they were still linked with Ake. Well, I mean, it's all in. In fact, let me go. I'll go through it all. Good signing. Stoll from Arsenal says well, Dizzy. Okay. Let's start with Sandro Martinez because that's the kind of the imminent thing. I will probably post a follow up video to just my own personal thoughts just to have it in. But looking at the tweets, I go by Fabrizio, man. So 36 minutes ago, Lisandro Martinez to Manchester United is imminent. Board mission in Amsterdam revealed yesterday is described as positive, successful. Long meeting Ajax, agreement close to more than 50 million euros. Final talks tomorrow. Man United hope to seal the deal in 24 to 48 hours. So there you go. Okay. Now, half an hour later, Manchester United executives now backing in order to get final approval by the board on payment terms and agreement for Lisandro Martinez. Talks into final stages tomorrow. New direct negotiated personal terms are 100% agreed. So let's keep it a stack. But he's gonna be a Manchester United player. He's gonna be a Manchester United player pretty much. I think that pretty much confirms that he's gonna be a Manchester United player. Um, so I don't. So shout out to Lisandro Martinez. Shout out to the fact that we stole him from Arsenal. Although we're going to talk about for the fact that Koulibaly went to Chelsea. Did Manchester United make a mistake in the fact that they didn't go for Koulibaly? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. We will see. But the most important thing I see from this is that they are actually backing Ten Hag, and from what obviously for those who watched the We Talk Ajax show and they were on, as well as others, like for example Mike that watched him more frequently, he seems like a solid centre back and he can play in the CDM role. So I think this is a positive signing. It's going to be interesting because, and I don't know what you guys think in the chat, but with all this talk about Harry Maguire being, you know, with all this, I'm going to address a comment in a second. With all this talk about Harry Maguire being captain, Ajax Ten Hag doesn't pay this amount for Lisandro Martinez for him to be a backup on the bench. So the only thing that I can think of is that he's going and Varane can't be dropped, surely. So surely it's going to be Lisandro Martinez and Varane as a starting centre back pairing. Maguire will be dropped. Surely Maguire will be dropped. You'll have to bench. Like, see, so say, well, this is what I'm saying. So like, I don't see Varane being benched. Like even when Ralph and Ollie were there, Varane was always. I just don't see it. Especially even for marketing reasons, I don't see it. Now means Gnabry. Yes, Gnabry. Sorry. Yes, yeah. I don't think there's much progress on that front actually now. Yeah, yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's Gnabry. Yeah. Oh, not Gnabry either. Okay. I think Martinez will play a CDM and not centre back. So you mean so he's saying that like he play Martinez with De Jong. So have Martinez, De Jong, and Bruno in the midfield. Which means Fred and McTominay are basically out of the midfield entirely. Interesting. I guess like another Matic, but it seems to me that he's more of a centre back at Ajax than he is a CDM. He's not played there for a while, but I'm not 100% sure. But from what I can tell, I don't think he's played there for a while. Koulibaly is the Emily Sky says. Shout out to Emily Sky. Are you a Napoli fan? Koulibaly is the Black Maguire. Trust me. I mean, what I will say is that Koulibaly 2019 was a beast. Koulibaly 2022, interesting. So I know a lot of Chelsea fans are gassing this, but Koulibaly, if I recall, Koulibaly must be 30. He must be early 30s now. How old is he? Koulibaly he's 31. Okay, it's 31. Okay, yeah, so 31 is still fine. Is he better? No, see, Julie. See, this is Julie Laurent saying he's better than Rudiger and Christensen combined. Is he? Is he? Is he? Let me know, Emily. Let me know. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But Maguire, yeah, I don't see that. Very versatile player. I'm sure Ten Hag has a plan for him. That's good. I think versatility is the key thing. Champions League, Haran says, well, Dizzy. Win that Champions League, well, Dizzy. Win that Champions League, well, Ziddy. Win it. Thoughts on Arsenal signing targets? I know for the fact that Luke isn't happy with it when he goes to Top Gunners, super fans, Arteta raise standards, trust the process. I don't think I can understand what that Arsenal fans with the signs they have so far will be upset. Gabriel Jesus might be a good signing for them, but I don't think you can rely on Gabriel Jesus to score 20 goals a season. And who is supplying him? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure. What captain fantastic bench? I have a feeling. I have a feeling. I think it's the defender from Bayern. Actually, Chelsea are getting big long. Not Delict from Juventus. They were linked with Delict, but he's going to Bayern. And it's not Upamecano or Sule who's going to Dortmund. But I'll keep on thinking. Yeah, Busan, I agree with that. Got it, mate. It's actually a Frenchie friend on PSG. Just came back to me. Okay, yeah, fine. Okay. Koulibaly is still top centre back 5 in the world. Let's just quickly go to what Fabrizio, because this was obviously confirmed to go. We'll see. Ooh. Oh wait, no, yeah, it's exclusive. Okay, that's Lisandro Martinez. That's fine. He's pinned Lisandro Martinez thing. I don't know why he's refreshed that. That was 23 hours ago. Yeah. Koulibaly landed in London and set for medical test. Then he will fly to Los Angeles to join them. Plus 100% confirmed. Then Chelsea will unveil Koulibaly's new signing. Napoli and Chelsea are chasing contracts right now. And if we just quickly go to that's Sterling, obviously, is a Chelsea fan. We'll see what happens. How much was it that they paid? Shout out to Mesut Ozil, by the way. Yeah, okay. Wanted fast. Yes. Okay. So it's a Koulibaly has already accepted Chelsea contract proposal yesterday night. Just one time special. Bowley wants to be fast as Bayern are leading the race for Delit. Yeah, so Bayern are going to get Delit. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Oh, this is Lucas Torreira. Okay. And wait, what's Barca saying? Oh, he's announcing Dembele and Rafinha. Shout out to Laporte, man. Rafinha and re-signed Dembele. Laporte the goat, man. Laporte the goat. So I'm scrolling up. I'm trying to find I'll put it back to Koulibaly for a second. But what do I think about this Koulibaly deal? I don't think he's as good as he was in 2018, 2019, but I still think he's a solid signing. It will be interesting to see him in the Premier League. I think my only concern would be for him is that you have basically two 30-year-olds in Thiago Silva and Koulibaly. Just will it work? Will it work? I'm not entirely sure. And looking at, to be honest, I think Chelsea need to sign two centre backs. Like, because you have Thiago Silva and Koulibaly, and if one of them gets, and that sounds like a good pairing in theory, but if one of them gets injured, who are you left with? Like Shabala, Maleng Sarr? That's about it, really. Christensen has gone, obviously. Rudiger's gone. They sold Kurt Zuma. So I don't know. I still think Chelsea need to sign another centre back because relying on two 30-plus-year-olds as a centre back playing may not necessarily be the wisest thing to do personally. But overall, I can understand. I think it's a good signing for Chelsea. I think it's a good signing for Chelsea. I'll probably do a show tomorrow because the Lisandro Martinez deal will probably be confirmed by tomorrow. So, but yeah, get your. This is also Q and A as well. It's not just a transfer show. This is actually a proper Q and A. So get your questions in as well. Let's have a look. Very good. Presnell Kimpembe from PSG. Oh, Kimpembe from PSG. Kimpembe from PSG. Shout out to those who are watching as well. Make sure that you like the vid, like the vid. Remember, Lisandro Martinez to Manchester United is imminent. I'll retract that because that's actually in the title of this. Let's go, Lisandro Martinez. What's Fabrizio doing? There we go. Lisandro Martinez, guys. Just to recap, Lisandro Martinez to Manchester United. It is imminent. The board's mission in Amsterdam was revealed yesterday. The squad was positive and successful. Now, to be fair to the Manchester United board, they do look like they're at least being a lot more proactive than they were in previous summers, whether you feel like actually going around and actually meeting deals. They're doing both at the same time, because we used to think they go and do one deal to the next, but the fact that they're actually meeting to discuss Lisandro Martinez, and they're also meeting to discuss Frenkie de Jong. They are doing multiple deals at one time. I think is very, very encouraging, and so fingers crossed, United can get the we agree Lisandro Martinez by tomorrow. So that's our third signing with Tyrell Malaysia and Eriksen. And then we get the Frenkie de Jong signing. I think it's going to be a stretch for us to get Mark Antony, although Ten Hag did say he wants an attacking option. So I think if De Jong is there for Manchester United, it'll be interesting to see if United can get that attacking option, because Ten Hag clearly does want an attacking option. He does. Make sure you like the vid, guys. It goes a long way. But this is also a Q&A. So this is transfer news, but this is also a question and answer. So please get involved. And shout out to those who are watching as well. I really appreciate it. If we are Arsenal fans to be worried, I can see where Luke is coming from. It's still too early, though. It's still too early. The transfer doesn't close until September, so it's still a good 2 months away. So I wouldn't be worried. I'd be worried if we're getting to mid-August and then they'll not be linked with anybody. Then I'd be worried. Is he really top 5 centre-back, Koulibaly? Let's think. Van Dijk. Konate is pretty good. I think Konate is better than Koulibaly personally. I'd still say it's because Diaz and Ruben Diaz and Laporte can be brickish at times. Tottenham don't have anybody. Arsenal don't have anybody. No one defensive is good at Barca. The Real Madrid defense centre back, Alaba, Juventus, no. So yeah, you can make an argument. I think. Where are Chelsea getting this money? They find it under the sofa. It's from a new owner, man. It's from Todd B. Man. Chainsaw says, in order, VVD. Sorry, 2 seconds. I'll put this under. There we go. That's better. Chainsaw says VVD, Matip, Konate. Oh. So 4 Liverpool defenders, Chainsaw. Stop being biased, man. Stop being biased. Stop being biased. Who can you see Bro ending up at? I know he's been linked with a few other clubs on loan. Funny enough, I think he might go to Leicester. I have a suspicion for some reason. I feel Leicester, because they've not made any particular signings. I don't know. I have a feeling that Leicester might be it. Michael talks football. BBD, Rudiger, Skriniar. Yes, Skriniar. I think we got about Marquinhos. Is Marquinhos top 5? Again, you can make an argument, but that PSG game against Madrid, man, he had one of the worst in those 30 minutes or 20 minutes, 25 of the second leg. He had one of the worst performances I've seen of a defender recently. It was bad. It was very, very, very bad. What's your thoughts on Forest recruitment lately? They've had a good window so far. I can also see them. Thank you for the questions, Niall, as well. Though this is it's obviously a transfer Q&A. And obviously, we're talking about United, Lisandro, and Thingy as well. But yeah, thanks for the questions, and I appreciate it. What are your thoughts on Nottingham Forest? I think they've done very good recruitment, very sensible recruitment as well. Personally, I think that James Garner should actually go back on loan to them, but we'll see. I don't think United are particularly keen, but I think they've done. Their recruitment has been good. Whether it will be enough for them to stay in the Premier League, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. The Premier League just gets more and more competitive with the amount of money that's going into it in terms of survival. Not necessarily at the top, but in terms of the bottom for survival, it's very competitive. It really is. Thoughts on Leno to Fulham could be offers Fulham are only willing to pay Arsenal less than what Arsenal are. No, you love Arsenal, man. No, are you an Arsenal fan? You're asking a lot of Arsenal-related questions, man. Are you an Arsenal fan today now? Are you an Arsenal fan? What's going on, buddy? What is going what is going on? So no, man. I'm just seeing a lot of these questions. Yeah, Arsenal, Leno's time at Arsenal is gone, man. To be honest, Big Nesh says, Radius, can you construct a Mourinho all time versus Ancelotti all time? You know what? That is a good idea for versus battles, because I've been doing players versus players, but I need to come with more versus battles. I do like doing the versus battle live streams, but having a all time versus all time is actually a good shout. So have someone on one hand put their best 11 for a particular manager and best 11, have them all together. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Actually, I might actually do that. I'll do some live and some member actually. So that's a pretty good thing. I'll make a note of that. Yeah, I love Sir Alex Ferguson all time versus Pep all time, for example. Yeah, no, that sounds like a plan actually. Sammy, shout out to you, Sammy. Hope you're doing. Hope you're good ideas. Thank you, Sammy, man. Thank you for stopping by, man. Did you see on Twitter that Man United gassed up on Twitter for being blaming? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I mean, to be fair, now a lot of people have not seen United win a trophy in a while, so that's probably why. But yeah, I'm not particularly. I'm honest. I'm not particularly. I know people are covering preseason. I'm not particularly interested in preseason, to be honest. It really is. It has no bearing on the league, at all. The most important thing for me is trying to figure out how Ten Hag plays, and the personnel that comes in. But yeah, it's not really bearing on much, to be honest. Forzon's making Martin. Is he? Martin Gibraltar is their captain? Really? That is strange. That is very, very strange. Really? I'm surprised by that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm surprised, man. Camping alone in an unknown location versus one night or fight Mike Tyson. Definitely camping alone in one night in an unknown location. Absolutely. 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 100% absolutely. Do you know even at he must be like 60 odd now, late 50s or early 60s Mike Tyson. I think he might be late 50s. Like the power in his no. Still fast, still got the power and still got the technique because the thing about any sport is that like while you might lose stamina as you do when you get older, you never lose the technique. You never lose it. So yeah, no. I'll take my chances out in the wild. Um, Wait, so Liverpool have the best for centre backs in the world and still couldn't stop an open net Vinny goal. Speak on it, Well Dizzy. Speak on it. Speak on it, Well Dizzy. It's interesting. Yeah, speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it. Oma knows. I can't remember. Yeah, you a Chelsea fan? RDS, are you finishing above Chelsea? I don't know. I don't know. I can't comment on league position until the transfer window's open. And also how I see Ten Hag setting up and adjusting to league rest. I'm right now. I will say no, simply for the fact that United are going for a proper rebuild. Ten Hag needs time to implement his philosophy, and um, Tuchel has had at least or almost 2 years in the Premier League already, and he's strengthening his squad with Koulibaly and Sterling. So, yeah, I think anyone thinking that United are going to be in top four next season, I think it's way too premature. It's not going to happen. Um, if Ten Hag does manage to get top four with this squad, then that just shows what kind of manager that he is actually give and doing it with hopefully good quality football. Um, Man United are the way back. Red since BT. Yeah, this is bullshit. I've just answered it. Sorry, so I'm just scrolling for the comments as we speak. Well, Dizzy, if Ronaldo leaves, this is for anyone. Morata is available. Okay, so next question. I mean, no. After what happened at Chelsea, no. Big up Red Devil Studio, man. Yeah, thank you, Soda Man, and check out Manchester United Gender Man. Really appreciate it, guys. I will definitely be on. Definitely be on to the channel soon. Actually, I need to go on. I haven't been on in ages. I really need to go on to your guys' show. Actually, um, I just I've just been doing a lot of shows on here, and then it's combination between that and work. It's just it's it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And like I said, for those who are members, there'll be a few updates, member exclusive videos, and some adjustments to the icons as well, which are pretty good. Can you see Spurs finish above Arsenal and Man United? Yes, I can. With how Conte spent, I can easily. I can. Um, sorry, my computer's being slow. What's it doing? Okay. All right. Okay. RDS quick heating the heat. I've answered the question, buddy. I've answered the question. I'm just scoring. I'm just I'm just scoring. You repeat yourself again. Oh no! I'm reading through the comments and adjusting a show. I can't read it through everything, bro. I can't read through everything. Um, Anfield versus San Siro stadium battles. Yes, that's interesting. Stadium battles, actually. Atmosphere battles. That's again another idea. I'm liking these ideas, man. Did you see Rich Sports call-in show last night? He had everyone on. Luca, Reese, Snoopin. I was in the background and I watched probably the last, I think, 10 minutes because I just come back late from work. And also, I think was I doing a stream yesterday? I don't think I was doing a stream yesterday. No, I wasn't doing a stream yesterday. But yeah, it was mostly a late from work situation. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the rest of your comments because I assume because I've already addressed that. So we'll leave it at that. To be honest, preseason or not, Man United versus Liverpool is never a preseason friendly. Yes, mate. Odegaard is the new Arsenal captain, being doing the rounds and unhappy with it. I can take, yeah, okay, yeah, yep. Stadium battles, because um, what's your thoughts on Nick Kyrgios, the tennis player? I think he's box office, but for me, Nadal, Roger. Yeah, the thing that non-football related question, great. Finally, I did say that I would take other non-sporting related questions. So thanks for the questions, guys. Um, yeah, I did say. Um, it was the big issue with him with Curious is that like he needs to be he needs to have more composure. He needs to have more composure. He's very talented. I think very very talented. Um, and if he just you know keeps working hard, he could potentially be the future of tennis, especially with like Nadal and Federer sort of going towards the end, and obviously Djokovic, doing his thing. But he just doesn't have composure, man. He's just too emotional, and that affects his game. Making stupid mistakes, man. So, yeah, love him, but he needs better composure, man. As for GOAT of tennis, it's difficult, man, for different reasons. Women's obviously Serena. It's easy because I think Serena, if she wins the other, is it another Grand Slam? Then you can say easily for her. But um, but for men's, it's difficult because to be honest, if Djokovic keeps going, and the thing is, bearing in mind he's banned from I think America, and I think he can't go into Australia either. Although come to Wimbledon, obviously, hello Britain. Um, so there was a point to prove there. But yeah, I'm not sure is the answer to that. I would sleep. I wouldn't sleep on Djokovic either. Um, Chainsaw, you've done like Josie Aldo against Conor McGregor, man. Finally, I answered. Red Devil, do you watch golf? No, no. I don't. I've never liked golf. Never liked playing it. Never liked watching it. If I'm honest now, it's just been one of those things. I'm like, RDS ain't backing his boys to get it done. People, of course, yeah, of course not. Why would I? Why would I? Why? It's a new manager's first season, and he's going up against teams that have been teams and managers that have been in the Premier League for longer and have strengthened. So, and what exactly is it that, like, if you look at the United squad now, what exactly has improved? Tyrell Malaysia's, in terms of our signings, right, we've still got the same squad. We've lost Pogba, lost Cavani, Greenwood, potentially Ronaldo, maybe, Matic, Mata, etc. And to replace them, we brought in a young left back, Ericsson, who is a squad player and obviously needs to sort of be a bit careful, and potentially Lisandro Martinez, another centre back, and that's it. So the bulk of the United squad is like it's still a weak squad. So I think it's a bit premature to think the United are going to be challenging or going anywhere anytime soon. Like it's just not. It really is not. Especially when Spurs have strength. They brought in Basuma. Chelsea obviously have got Koulibaly and Sterling, etc. City have done their business by bringing in Haaland, Calvin Phillips, etc. Liverpool. So nah, it's gonna be competitive, man. I can't. I would be very surprised if United did that. Have you been watching the women's years? I've not. I've not. I've not. No. Back your boys. Nope. You need. There's a difference between backing and being delusional. So like, if that's just being delusional. Like I support Manchester United, but I'm not delusional. So saying that like United how are United going to finish above Chelsea on what grounds? Like if you can give me an argument, if anyone in the chat could give me an argument as to why Manchester United next season, as things stand now, by the way, as things stand now with the summer signings, can anyone in the comment chat give me an argument as to why Manchester United would finish above, say, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, maybe Arsenal, but Spurs or Liverpool? Like you gotta let me know. Thoughts on Rafinha getting the move to Arsenal? Well. I think it's a bit too minor giving us any updates here. Um, Obviously, this is Lisandro Martinez here. Um, I'll just quickly refresh what's because I'm getting. I only stick with Fabrizio, to be honest. Oh, Luis Suarez. Okay. Um, what's that on Rafinha? So, oh, I thought that was Reece James. Fun enough, I was thinking that was Reece James. This is not bit news. Chelsea are actually working to sign both Nathan Ake and Kimpembe after Cardiff. Oh, so they are going to get more centre backs. Okay, fine. So Ake from City, Kimpembe from PSG. Negotiating progress of both with Man City and Paris and tomorrow. Koulibaly will sign soon. Kimpembe, Ake, and Tuchel prize to Lit is close to joining Bayern. So, okay. So they'll have Thiago, Silva, Koulibaly, Kimpembe, and Ake. Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable back four. I think that's reasonable. I think if I mean those are pretty good signing. I mean that's four signings. So fair play to Chelsea. That's four signings already. That's four signings. Sterling, Koulibaly, Kimpembe, and Ake, and then presumably I think Thomas Tuchel wants another winger. From my understanding, I think Tuchel wants another winger. So if he gets another winger, then that's it. It doesn't sound like they want to get another striker, but obviously there's the Ronaldo link, so you don't know. They might be in for him. Um, where is that's Rafinha agreement? Where is that? Where did he post about the Rafinha thing? Anyway, it's okay. I'll stick it to Martinez. Um, But ultimately, what I would say is my thoughts on Rafinha, the fact that he's South American. Barca is, it's either Barca or Madrid. It was probably his dream to play for Barcelona. He was always going to push to move. So, and obviously Barca is summer and sunny. So, why not? Why not? It's always going to be bigger there. Shout out to Ad74. Thank you so much. Andy Murray won't be the same. Yeah, Andy Murray is washed now, unfortunately. Andy Murray is washed. Lol, Michael, do you like wrestling and boxing? I used to. Boxing, yes, now somewhat, especially the big fights. Wrestling, not so much. Especially when you learn that it was fake, not so much. Um, questions again. What was your favorite childhood PlayStation game? Um, thanks for all these non-football questions as well, by the way. So even though there's all transfer news, like I do like getting these questions. What was your favorite childhood PlayStation game? Now, I only bought a PlayStation 3. I didn't buy a PS2. I didn't buy a PS2. So I can only really pick the 3 that really converted me to a Sony gamer. Uh, and that was Uncharted, the Yakuza series. And there was one other game I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Uncharted, the Yakuza series. Um, And I think a game called Sonic Generations. I think those are the three that kind of, that if I remember, that stand out. I do miss gaming, so like I would like to like spend this 1-2 just game, but the thing is just that you just it's just time consuming. You take the time, so unless I have spare time, and I don't think you ever have that, because I can always be doing something more productive. So otherwise, yeah, I would definitely game. New Fab tweet Milan. Yeah, okay, so um, so is this regarding AC Milan are not interested in Luis Suarez as a free agent? No talks or conversation. Milan priorities the complete signing of Charles De Ketelaere as soon as possible. Negotiations going between Milan and Club Bruges. And I'll refresh it again. Is there anything else on that? Because Luis Suarez, it's interesting though. In fact, Chelsea fans, I mean, you need a striker, right? You need a striker. Luis Suarez is a striker, right? So could he not be seen as a could Luis Suarez not be seen as an alternative? I wonder about that. Sorry, 2 seconds, everybody. Just getting rid of all this stuff. Hopefully everyone is doing well as well. Yeah, it's the same tweet. Okay, cool. So Luis Suarez is still trying to find a club, basically. That seems to be the gist of it. Um, Top 5 songs you're vibing to right now. Oh, Chainsaw, Me and Music, man. Me and Music. It's weird. I don't actually listen to that much music, which is surprising actually. Um, Most of the music that I listen to either comes from TV, movie, or video games that I watch, or the stuff that I listen in house. So yeah, I wouldn't really say I wouldn't really say I have a top 5 because I'm vibing to really like. I know it's weird, but I don't really listen to that much music. Um, yeah, I don't, aside from just stuff from, like I said, video games, movies, stuff like that. But yeah, it's weird. Favorite United game last season? Oh, jeez, man. Jeez. I'm not entirely sure what. How is that even a favorite? Like, we played so badly that I mean, the only things that will stand out were probably the Champions League. In the Champions League games, uh, yeah, probably the Champions League games, and then probably the Champions League when Ronaldo, like, oh yeah, okay. So Premier League, Ronaldo hat trick against Spurs. Champions League, when Ronaldo, that comeback against Villarreal Old Trafford. That comeback against Villarreal Old Trafford, that was good. That was good. We won that. That was good. How on earth Villarreal got to semi-final and I didn't. I'd have no idea. That comeback against Villarreal was just like, and every time against that and against Atalanta, I was like, I can't. This is the thing about next is I can't do that again, man. This kind of like just cussing at the screen, like, what the hell? What the hell? I'm so annoyed. And then literally like 2 goals, and you're like, okay, we got this. And then Ronaldo's in it, and just so yeah, we can't have that again, man. We can't have that again. Shout out to SMB in the chat, man. Yo, what's up? SMB, wrestling was one of those things where you and your friend talked about it a lot as kids, but soon grasped it when we found out. Yeah, it's like Santa Claus. So I'm just gonna turn my camera for 2 seconds. It's like Santa Claus. You literally, as soon as you realize that it's fake and on stage, it just loses all sense of power. It really does. It's just not. Sorry, I don't know. I've stopped screen sharing. 2 seconds, everybody. This happens when you're the one that's hosting everything by yourself. Right. Okay. But yeah, no to wrestling, man. Wrestling was it's fun. It's okay. It's all right. It's good. But I mean, it's when you realize it's fake, it's like yeah, it's spurious. Spurious at best. Spurious at best. What's your favorite dish that you can't make? Oh, that's a tough question. Your favorite dish that you can't make? There's probably loads. But I can make a favorite. I make fried chicken. I can make. What can't I? Mexican. No, I've made that before. It would probably be. No, I can make that. That's a difficult question, man. Some things I've made certain things before, like can't make though. Can't make. I guess. Maybe quiche. Quiche. That's the only one that comes to my mind. I'm like, I don't know how to make. I don't know how to make this. So maybe quiche. Quiche is a good shout. RDS. Be honest. You have to. Man United are playing better under Ten Hag. One preseason game changes absolutely nothing. SSB. One preseason game changes absolutely nothing. Against a Liverpool reserve team. I want to see, like I said, preseason is all preseason is just the manager figuring out who he's going to go with. And even then, like we haven't got our full signings yet. So right now, you're just seeing the squad. Um, I would relax. I'd relax about preseason personally. That's what I would do. Sorry. Um, SMB says, I'm watching the friendly matches when I could see patterns of play from Manchester where I didn't see in a long time. Yeah, I'm not saying that Manchester United will play badly in a dumb or whatever. But I've been burnt before where like I've anticipation via preseason and it's just end up badly. So I'd be reluctant to use preseason as a means to judge players. Basically, I just think it's not a good idea. Personally. I got a great question. Okay. Physicist Michio Kaka said aliens would ignore our arts, music, and culture. He said they're focused on what civilization stage we are at the moment. Type 0. I disagree. I think if we invade them, we investigate. Um, is that a question, Chainsaw? Is that a question? So, what about the alternative? What happens if there's not life in the universe? So either or is the same, I think. If there's not life or there is life, it's that sort of like, we can't be alone, but if we are alone, it's just as scary. Um, what I would say though, so going back to SMB's question, is that um, it looks like from the first game that Ten Hag was playing Donny van der Beek in the 8 position. From what I saw, as opposed to the DM or holding role. So as in like replacement for Bruno. So it'd be interesting to see whether that's the position or whether Ten Hag. 'Cause I mean, if you think about it, quite possibly Ten Hag could have a midfield of just purely his Ajax players. He could play Martinez in DM alongside De Jong and then Van der Beek ahead. And that's literally just a completely different midfield than we're used to. He could do that. He definitely could do that. What's your favorite game that you're playing right now? Like I said, I'd 74, man. I've not gamed in a while. I really have. But if I'm honest, my favorite if you ask the question, what is your favorite game series? It will be Yakuza hands down. Yakuza. And if you haven't played Yakuza 0 already, please do. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played. Honorable mention to Yakuza 4 because the storyline was sick and I love the music in it. But yeah, Yakuza followed by Uncharted, in my opinion, amongst others. I really would love to just do. I'm like one day. I'm like, I'm just gonna game for the day and that's it. But I just don't have the time, guys. I don't have the time to waste. I wish I did, but I just don't have the time to waste. Um. Yeah, do you agree with me? Aliens exist. Have you seen the new NASA pics? I have not actually. I have not. Maybe that's a subject for the Marvel podcast, buddy. Any updates on Frankie De Jong? Last time I checked, Larsa were holding things up because you know Larsa seemed to have this situation where they they owe money to players and yet they keep on spending money. Can anyone in the chat actually help me with that? Actually, if you owe money to somebody, right, and then you spend more money, doesn't that put you in a worse position? Let me know if that's it. If you owe money to players and then you spend money, doesn't that put you in a worse position? That's what Barcelona I see right now. Hey, we spent money on Rafinha. Hey, we signed Dembele. Okay, cool. But you also owe players money, and you've increased your wage bill. I thought that was the point. You want to reduce your wage bill, And yeah, I don't get it. So I think there's an impasse. I do not. From what I'm understanding, is that I think that Barca legit want Manchester United to cover Frankie De Jong's residual wages, i.e., hey, if you just pay the remaining 17 million, or around that, then I can't see that. That's not right. That's not right. My personal opinion. Um, RDS, what are your thoughts on the red pill thing online? Like I see in one of those threads the other day. I'm not. Um. It's weird because it's people say, "Am I red pill?" No, I wouldn't say I'm red pill. I think it's just that like it's a more of a balance thing. I think the thing is that like and I don't want to get banned or anything like that. I think that people need to understand that YouTube is very young. Um and it's about maybe 10 years, and it's about 10, 15 years, 10, 12 years old. And the men's men talking about men's issues, let's put it that way, is probably only maybe 5 years old. So I think that you need to put things in context, and where like YouTube is a predominantly male used thing. Although there are women there, it tends to be more men in the demographic. And also there hasn't really been a space for men to really talk about the issues that they have aside from YouTube. So that's kind of where I think I see it really. It's like YouTube's like an avenue for men to really talk about the issues, good or bad, collaborate, etc. And that just happens to be the red pill or manosphere, whatever people call it, or call it. But like with anything, there's balance at the end of the day. So balance, discernment, wisdom are all important. No one is Men aren't all evil, women aren't all evil either. There's balance, discernment. That's the important thing. That's just the way I see it, really. Um, I streamed Yakuza as my 500 sub special on my channel, my first stream on YouTube. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I would do that. In fact, if on my Twitch, on my Red Marble Twitch, I did want to schedule that and put some clips on YouTube, because I love that game. Or I've not. I've actually downloaded it. You know what? There's another game made by that series called Judgment, which I also want to play as well. So but I just need the time. I don't have the. I don't have the. I don't have the time to do so right now, because like I need to learn medicine, stuff like that. I just make more money, that type of thing. That's cool. And Barca could give him a percentage of the transfer fee. That is true. That is true. They could definitely do that. They could definitely do that. Jeez, we're almost an hour in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. I thought that literally, because I thought being late, I might actually um I might actually be alone here because I delayed it. But I agree. Um, what's the system B says? The thing with these men's space online is that some of the things I agree with, other things I can't get involved with what some of these guys say. Oh, absolutely. But I think that's everything, especially when you have anonymous field, and that's why you have to be able to discern things, because I think one of the things about modern society right now is that everyone thinks that things are black and white, and there's no gray. You're right or you're left. You're for or against. You're this or that. Like everyone is very binary when it comes to their thinking. In your UK, you're Labour, you're Conservative, you're Republican, or something. Everyone has this binary thinking, and the reality is that in real life and in history, in particular, it's mostly gray and shades of gray. You know. No one is fully perfect and no one is fully evil either, and there are multiple factors to consider. So I think that this mansphere spaces, I think, are a necessary evil to kind of, I guess, balance the maybe the other side, maybe the predominantly more female driven TV, movies, uh, daytime show, etc., online presence on Instagram and so forth. Um, That's just the nature of things, you know. So like it's Newton's third law, is what I call it. It's Newton's third law. For every, you know, reaction, there's an equal opposite reaction. You know, if you want to understand life, look up Newton's three laws, and you can actually and you can apply it to most things in life. Actually, you really, when you deep it, you really look up Newton's three laws, deep it, you can actually apply them. Um, Thoughts on Delit to Bayern, good or bad deal? Does he flop again? Um, I Okay, Delit, to be fair, Delit is young and I think still has potential. Um I think he still has potential, Delit. What I would say for Delit is that I think he needs a good centre back with him. I don't think he's at the stage yet where he can like lead a back line. Like Koulibaly could, you know, Thiago Silva could, you know, and so forth. He's not that player yet. He needs someone to be with him. Um, yeah. I just don't see it. Um, After Fred's, essentially, what I'm trying to say is that if they're using him, he's a ball playing centre back to a certain extent. So I think that Nagelsmann will like him, but if for me, it's still a bit of a risk. But we'll see what happens. Um, After Fred's chip on Ali, I seriously consider retiring my Liverpool. Well, keep at it, Chainsaw. Keep at it. Who wins the Tory race? Well, I've just looked at it because he reminded me of it actually. So according to it, says Sunak wins first round of Tory leadership. Man, jeez. Um, yeah, the former Chancellor Richie Sunak. So it looks like from the looks of things, it looks like Chancellor Nanvin Zawa and Health Secretary Jem Hunt were eliminated from the first race. So the top three are this Trade Minister Penny Mordaunt, and then Foreign Secretary Liz Truss, and then the Chancellor. I had a feeling get it. So the next Prime Minister of this country is either going to be a woman or someone who isn't white. So there you go. So hashtag diversity, man. Um, there you go. Uh, not that not that anyone particularly likes the Conservative Party right now. Not that anyone does. Ready for Fishy sounds more like yeah, yeah. I'll switch over politics. I mean, I'm at the I don't really care, right? To be honest, uh, I don't. Um, they're all I just don't care about it. So like, um, yeah, less said, I guess. Less said. Sorry. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just more like you like, just don't care. Just don't care. Will you join the panel on HH's stream? That depends whether anyone has any more questions. Actually, I might. What I'll do is I'll probably just give him a DM actually and see if he's got space. Um, and then check and see. By the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please check out my second channel, Red Marvel. The link is in the description. I post entertainment reviews, Marvel reviews, etc. So comic book reviews, game reviews, etc. So please check out my second channel, Red Marvel. It'd mean a lot if you subscribe. I'm hoping to get that to 1K subscribers at some point, but it would definitely mean a lot if you could head over and subscribe. I would definitely really appreciate it. Oh, it's also soon Erik and we on the panel. Yeah, I might. Maybe I'll DM HH and see if he'll let me on. But yeah, check out my second channel, Red Marvel. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, does anyone have does anyone have any other questions in the chat? By the way, if you're watching, oh yeah. So I won't forget you seeing to not compare KDB to Pogba. I will take my L there. I will take my L there. I will take my L there. I will take my L there, man. Because yeah, Pogba's just got injury prone, man. Pogba's just got an injury prone, man. I just. We'll see. Maybe he might board up Juventus and win a Champions League. So you don't know. So, but we'll see what happens. Right now, though, I don't think you can compare them. I'll take Mile there. Just 2 seconds. There we go. Do you invest in stocks, crypto, buy property, etc.? Well, I bought property. The property market definitely. I'm trying to work in that area. Stocks, crypto. I put a bit of money in crypto, not a lot, but a bit. Yeah, crypto is failing right now. Crypto is tanking. Stocks, I'm trying to read into the best way to actually start in stocks. I definitely need to diverse my investment portfolio, but I also need to make a considerably bit more money as well. But yeah, I definitely need to do more. Definitely. If you have any tips, SMB, let me know. Actually. Uh. Oh right. Okay. Yeah. Saying. Oh, subscribe to Red Mama. Please support RDS. Thank you, Chainsaw. I appreciate if you could appreciate Chainsaw. I appreciate you shining. Go to Chainsaw's channel as well. Actually, man, go to Chainsaw's channel as well and support him. 25 likes. Really? On this video? Let me double check that. Let me double check that. 25 likes on this video. People have been coming in and out. But yeah, I've got 20 here. So I'm not sure I'm not sure. I've got 20 here. I've got a real estate business alongside my normal job. Jeez, man, bro. Chainsaw is making bank. Chainsaw is making bank in London. Making bank in London, man. How's that going? So is it like yeah, how did you get into it, if you don't mind me asking? So like and like is it easy to get into? Like is it a lot of work? Is it demanding? I'm asking the questions now, but I'm also interacting with the community. I'm asking questions like because I've always wanted at some point, even though I'm a doctor, to venture into real estate. So but I've never known how, so and like and also the risk around it. So but yeah, let me know. Um, learning about it. Oh, I mean, can we get to 25? Yeah, if we can get to 25 likes, guys. If we get to 25 likes, guys, that would be great. That'd be great, guys. That would be great if we could get to 25 likes, guys. That would be great. That would be absolutely great, man. Um, it would definitely mean a lot, guys. RDS, everything is going to be down for a while. That's all I'm saying. Western comment, yeah, um especially with certain events happening in Ukraine and obviously the bug. Yeah. I think that yeah, it's people. A lot of people going to be broke for a while. So I thankfully bought my house. I think at the right time. I'm able to manage a few, which is fine. And as a medic, as a doctor, you always have work, you always have jobs, but the amount that you get paid and stuff like that can sometimes change. But yeah, I see a recession coming towards the end of this year personally, but we'll see. I'll try and be optimistic. Oh, Dad's got contacts. Oh, fair enough. It's one of those. Fair enough. Okay, okay. So got the moolah though. Got the moolah though. But yeah, no, fair enough. Anyone else you'd want United to look into? Um, I mean, the obvious one is Anthony from Ajax. just because Ten Hag obviously wants him, and we need to strengthen our front line. Um, I wouldn't actually mind. I know Chelsea are kind of iffy with it, but I wouldn't actually mind. Um, I wouldn't mind getting. I wouldn't mind getting Kante from Chelsea. Like people can cuss me, people can cuss me, but if if we had a swap deal, Ronaldo goes to Chelsea and Kante comes to United, I wouldn't be adverse to that. I wouldn't be adverse to that deal at all. I wouldn't be adverse to that. I don't see Kante going to a Europa League club though, but so it will very much depend on um, whether Tuchel wants to move Kante on. That's what I think anyway. My business management degree, yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Like a part of me is like, maybe I should have done business. Maybe I should have done business. But I guess that's easier than done. So, and I had to fair, I do actually like my job. So it's just that it's not something that like you're going to like. You're not going to make. You're not going to be a millionaire being a doctor in the UK anyway. So now America and Australia, that's a different matter. But in the UK, yeah, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way, no way at all. I'm gonna refresh. Is Fabrizio said anything? Has he updated or said anything regarding any more transfer news? Um, has he said anything else? I don't think so. Let's have a look. Come on, Fabrizio. Also, if you're not a member already, guys, ooh, did you say Core was on the panel? So it's slow enough. I need to get a new computer. It's I don't know what's happening. So maybe it's processing speed. I need to work. I need to work on that. Um, just switch that back to 2 seconds. Core is on the panel. I wonder if HA just checked my DM actually as well. Actually, or maybe I'll go into the chat. Shout out to Core, man. Shout out to Core. Shout out to Core, who's a Bayern Munich fan right now. I take business seriously. I think you can be successful in it. RDS, love the stream every week. Thank you very much, buddy. I'm just not good with math. That's my thing. And also, I just wouldn't know where to start. I think with me with business is just it's more like I can follow orders and I have ideas, but I don't really know how to execute them. So I almost need like a mentor, like someone who will be like, do this, do this, do this, hold my hand, and then when I feel like I'm competent, I will go and do whatever, you know. So someone to mentor me and to show me the ropes, you know. So, but hey, if you have any ideas or advice, we can have a conversation outside of this chainsaw. So I definitely be up for it. So because what I do know is as a man, you gotta have contact, you gotta improve your contacts. So if you have any advice about where to begin or where to start, let me know. So because this channel isn't gonna be isn't gonna make me a million. Actually, I'm not gonna jinx it. Maybe you never know. Maybe the channel might pop off. I might be a millionaire from this. But yeah, I definitely would appreciate your support, man. Also, Doctor, I'm a radiologist, so that's basically a doctor that we when you get those CTs and MRI scans and X-rays and stuff. Um, the we look at them, we diagnose the patient, and we give the report back to the doctor that's looking up to after you. So we're basically what we call image doctors. So, but we do a lot of other things as well. I do biopsies. You can do drains, amongst other things as well. So image guided stuff. So yeah, we are the image doctors, which is different from a radiographer because people get those confused. A radiographer is someone who acquires the images. So the radiographers acquire the images, I take the X-rays, take the CTs and MRIs and get the stuff. And we, the radiologists, actually interpret them and report them and then provide a diagnosis so that, things can happen. When's the next versus battle debate? That is actually tomorrow, actually. In fact, you reminded me. That is tomorrow. That is tomorrow. We are going to be doing CR7 versus R9, man. Freezing up better now. Yeah, that's I need to. Actually, I need to get a sort, but I'm a bit broke right now. So, what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to get like a desktop Mac and to put it up in a studio space that I'm gonna have in my loft space. I'm gonna try and create the top bit into a studio, and I'm gonna use that as my base really, and then start from there. That is my plan basically. But I just need to bring up a bit of cash for that. So any super chats, memberships, and stuff like that, I'd be greatly appreciated because it's all going back into the channel. It always goes into the channel. By the way, guys, what do you guys think of new thumbnails? I've got a new guy who's designing them right now. You might have seen a slight difference in the thumbnails recently. So I've got a good new guy who I think is very good. He's also very supportive as well. So yeah, what do you guys think? Big up RDS, man. Thank you so much, buddy. We'll love to give you advice when chatting. Exactly, man. Yeah, exactly. We can we could discuss it in a like pre or after the podcast. But yeah, guys. I'm just trying to see, is there anything else? We've almost gone for from hour, man. Gonna see. Also, shout out to everyone who's just as a thing. Obviously, this is a nice channel, but I am wanting to trying to do non-Manchester United content. For the members, I will be doing especially if you are non-Manchester United related, I will be doing some profiles for non-Manchester United players as well. Also, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pre-recording some of my early predictions for the World Cup going on. So I'll be pre-recording those, and for those pre-recording, I will obviously, if you're a member, you'll get early access to those videos. So consider becoming a member. Same thing with, I think, I'm debating as to whether I do match previews live or pre-recorded going into next season. I'm not entirely sure. Post matches will probably still be live, but previews I'm not entirely sure yet. So I'll probably put a poll on the channel to let me know whether you think I should do live previews or pre-recorded previews. But definitely my predictions for the World Cup, I'll be doing some pre-recorded videos that way. We'll do more membership because thank you very much, Chainsaw. Appreciate it, buddy. Especially when there's more people watching. World Cup final supposed to be. I know, but you know what happened with that? You know what happened with this? Well, Dizzy. What happened was Qatar were bribed and somehow managed to get the World Cup to be hosted in Qatar. Like, just think of it this way. They took so much cash, right, that they ended up having to actually change the World Cup to December. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't think, oh, hey, hang on a minute, let's go to a place where we're not going to just completely inconvenience the football schedule. They're like, yeah, no, we'll give it to Qatar, a nation that doesn't have a history in football, that is incredibly hot during the summer. Like, you just know for a fact it was bribed, and yet it's still going ahead. Not to mention the deaths that were carried out because of people building the building. I don't know. It's a joke, but football is about money. It's about greed. So what can you do? And yeah, money talks. Money does talk. Money does talk. There's no doubt about that. Money does talk. Money talks. Money talks. It's sad. Um. Okay. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore that because you know the answer to that question. Um. Let's quickly just scroll one more time to see if there's if there's any transfer news that I should be. Um. Let's have a look. I actually went to an escape room today with some colleagues. That's why I was a bit late. Um. Yeah, there's nothing else on Fabrizio Romano's thing. So I probably at some point I'm probably going to kind of do a Lisandro Martinez to Manchester United deal done situation. Um, if I haven't done so already, to be honest. Uh, but RDS, if certain countries and parts were to hold a World Cup, you can't hold it in summer. Um, yeah, but you just it's constant. It's a constant based. It's continent based. So they did it in South Africa, did they? They did it in South Africa. So like I wouldn't mind it if they hosted in South Africa again. So yeah, you're right, in certain countries, but that's the point. It's like in certain countries, but there'll be something where you can't host it. So just like Asia and the Middle East, there'll be certain countries that be able to do it, and certain countries that you can't do it. That's that. The point I guess I'm trying to make is that should be taken into account in the selection process, not oh we have this with tons of cash. Here you go. Like, think of the disruption that's basically happened. They built in all the stadiums, and then disruption to the football calendar, amongst other things. Like, yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just it's not. I just don't think it's helpful, like at all. Wait and escape room. Yeah, man, it was good. It was essentially it was a witch. It was what was it? It was like a witch one. It was a how can you we base essentially I they had to rescue me from being burned at the stake. That was basically the gist of the escape room. That was basically what happened. Um like it's a world game, not every country can host it in the summer. Yeah, no, I know I get that, but I still think I still use the constant argument. Um and I would give okay, maybe a an understanding if that country has a history in the World Cup. Like there's at least some history in it. Some. North Korea have more of a history in the World Cup than Qatar do. That's what I mean, bro. It's like, okay, Nigeria can't also, but okay, fine, but at least they have a history. And then if you get the stadiums together, okay, fine, I can kind of, but if you combine the fact that they have little to no history and it's hot and the workplace death, and it leaves a sour taste in my mouth. To be honest, it really does. Um, it was really good, by the way, Chainsaw. It was really really good actually. Were you mad that Russia hosted 2018 the World Cup? No, not particularly. Um, because of the factors that I said. Russia again. Russia have a. I mean, they could have bribed it. I don't know. Um, but Russia, the difference I think between Russia and Qatar is Russia, their stadiums were pretty much there already because they've obviously got the Russian league, CSKA, etc. They didn't really need to do that much. Um, Two, they have the history, Soviet Union, etc. Pretty good. Um, and yeah, and to be honest, it was fairly organized. So I think yeah, that's where I would say that the difference is with Qatar, like no history, having to build these massive stadiums, and the stadiums have to now have inbuilt air conditioning to cool, and it's still going to be hot. Like it's still going to be hot in December. That's the point. It's still going to be warmer than it would be in another place. So yeah, it's that's just my opinion though. But we all know that money was involved. A lot of money was involved. Guys, just give me 2 minutes. if you have any questions, get them in. I'll be back in like not until like a 1 minute actually. Give me 2 seconds with any last minute questions. So I'm gonna start rounding up the stream. Let me know. Give me 1 minute. Right. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. What's so last few questions before I bounce. Um what's one pet peeve you have? Not flushing the toilet. Not flushing the toilet, man. Not flushing the toilet. Um you go to pee, you go to poo, something like that. Public toilets in particular, it's like I just don't understand like why people just if especially if flushy works, just flush your toilet, man. It's lazy. It's lazy. It's lazy. It's lazy. It's lazy. Like just flush the toilet, man. That's what's it. Flush it. Um, Cole was telling me Liverpool wouldn't finish top four and Arsenal and Spurs will, and now he said it on the panel. Okay. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Charles Darwin will win Liverpool. No, no, he won't. No, he won't. No, Darwin is the truth, man. Darwin is the truth. Darwin is the truth, man. Darwin is the truth, man. But and like I said, I'll be having new member icons. New member icons tomorrow. New member icons are gonna be really, really good. So stay tuned for that. They're gonna be good. Um, they're gonna be good. Reactionary fans are annoying. Well, core. I wouldn't call core a reactionary fan. I call core someone who is incredibly passionate. Incredibly passionate. Evening all, Matthew, buddy, man. I'm literally about to finish, man. I'm literally about to finish, buddy. But if you have any questions, man, if you have any last minute questions, get them in. I will try and answer them, buddy, man. I will try and answer them. But like, yeah, I'm literally about to finish. Literally. But shout out to Matthew for joining in, man. I really appreciate it. I feel bad for Nunes. He's an easy target now. Yeah, I mean, this is the people need to wait for preseason. People need to stop judging a player based on the preseason. That's what I'm saying. Stop judging them based on the preseason. You do not know. You do not know. Big up Red Devil in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, everyone. Thank you so much. We're almost at 3,000 on 150 subscribers. So please, 2 more subscribers to go. So please, guys, subscribe. It goes a long way. I'm hoping. Is it really that much to hope for 5K subscribers by the end of the year? You know, maybe 4K. I don't know, but is it really? Can we get there? Can we get there, guys? Guys, can promote the channel, share it on your Twitter, subscribe. It would really go a long way. Can we get to 5K subscribers by the end of the year, man? You know, I'm a reasonable guy, guys. Come on, you know. I'll catch you tomorrow, but yeah, we're doing R9 versus CR7 tomorrow. I'm going to be joined by Mike, and we're going to be doing yes, yep, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. We're going to be doing. In fact, I will just schedule that now. But we are going to be doing R9 versus CR7 at 6 p.m. because Mike has his member hangout, which you guys should definitely check out. Versus, we should definitely check out at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So yeah, Ronaldo versus Ronaldo is going to be the thing. Ronaldo versus Ronaldo. That is going to be. I want to get HH on to do it, so but he's very busy these days. But thankfully Mike is sort of stepping in, and it's going to be an interesting conversation. Because yeah, man, Ronaldo. I obviously love CR7. I think he's one of the greatest players of all time as well. But we're talking about control and ball control, man. R9 was, if R9 did not have that injury, he would have been something else. He would have definitely been something else. Barca tied versus the fifth division side. They requested 3,000 in their stadium. So again, preseason, and also Barca probably would finish their transfer business. And by having finished their transfer business, I mean I expect Barcelona to sign at least 3 or 4 more players. You know, there's no way that Barcelona are entering the Europa League next season. That's just not happening. You know, Barcelona are going to compete for the title next season. It just is what it is. They'll compete. It is what it is. Set the notification, guys, by the way, for my debate with on discussion with Mike tomorrow for Ronaldo versus Ronaldo. I've just scheduled that, so please smash that notification button so you know when we go live. It's 6 p.m. BST. Make sure you get involved in there. Hey, Chainsaw, you good? And Danny DeVito is okay. What's up? I'm good. You too, Matthew. Yep, Ronaldo versus Ronaldo, man. I love United. Well, thank you, and thank you, Danny DeVito, for watching on Twitch, man. I really appreciate it. I am on Twitch, guys, by the way, guys. I am streaming to Twitch. I'm trying to get to affiliate status there as well. So if you do have a Twitch, it's Red Devil Studio. So follow me on Twitch as well, and consider watching me on Twitch as well. I obviously, a lot of my stuff is on YouTube, but I do multi-stream to Twitch as well still. So yeah, I used to use Twitch to stream FIFA and PES, but I don't do that anymore because I don't play, because FIFA is garbage and PES is now garbage. It didn't used to be garbage, but it was garbage. So maybe when they release a competent football simulator, I'll be back in again. But until then, no. Real Ronaldo versus Fat Ronaldo. I want another Ronaldo in like 10 years from now to pop up. That would be cool, actually. Like the heir to Ronaldo, like someone like it's that name, because Ronaldo is a big name, and then Ronaldo CR7 popped up, and then it was just like, okay, Ronaldo. Like yeah, it was good. It was good. I will say this though. I think Sosa sacrificed some of his game for the betterment of the team. I'm watching Raw CR7 and wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was Mourinho, wasn't it? Mourinho made him into a Mourinho made him into a number to more an outright forward, a striker speak. I've noticed something as well. I've noticed my lighting could be a lot better. So I think what I'm going to do from I've got a line. I think I'm going to try and get a more desk work set up and make the lighting to be a bit better actually on my video. So from tomorrow next stream, expect the lighting to be a lot better than it is now. I apologize for lighting in this. Yeah, Twitch Football Manager. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. Although Football Manager is the thing about Football Manager is that like once you start, it's very difficult to stop. That's my issue with Football Manager. Once you start, it is very, very, very difficult to stop. Yeah, it's difficult, man. Like if CR7 played in the 90s, I think the way we view his game would be different. And that's true. That's true. That's true. That's definitely true, man. But yeah, it's you know, at the end of the day with CR7 and Messi and stuff like that, I don't think you're ever going to get a player that's consistent over. Like people don't realize like how consistent Messi and Ronaldo have been for how many seasons. It's the consistency that's what's to be admired. The consistency, because most young players now, because they're starting and so young, they're being hyped, etc. You know, they have maybe 2 or 3 good seasons. You know, if that, they get more injuries, they get injury prone because they're playing intense too young, um, or they end up being average, or they end up losing or being out competed by another young player who comes up who's now the big thing. You know, so for Messi and Ronaldo to maintain those levels it's just really, really impressive, man. It's really impressive. CR7 is more adaptable, and CR7 named Ronaldo to Fat Ronaldo. Right, guys, I've got to bounce, but thank you so much for tuning into the Q&A. This is always really, really popular, which is really, really good. So it motivates me to keep on doing them, to be honest, because I do really like doing the Q&As on Wednesdays. I think I'm going to be fixing it at this time, 9 o'clock, half nine, maybe half nine actually from now. 10 o'clock is maybe a bit too late, and 9 o'clock maybe it takes a bit of time to get people in. So we talk about the greatness of Zidane, but he was nowhere near as consistent. He had a lot of disaster classes. That is true. But yeah, weekly Q&A back next week, probably 9:30. I think that's a nice sweet spot, 9:30 actually as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really, really appreciate it. Ad 74, World Disney Chainsaw. You know, a lot of, again, non-Manchester United fans in the chat. A lot of non-Manchester United fans in the chat. But I support it because this, although I'm a United fan, you know, I love football first and foremost. And you probably get a different RDS on this channel than you do on other shows. No pun intended. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it, guys. See you guys tomorrow where we'll be doing Ronaldo versus Ronaldo. Have a nice day, everyone. And cheers.